Father God, we come to you as humbly as we are. We ask you to be our thoughts, our words, and we ask you to guide us into delivering content that will land on confidence ears. We just ask you to guide us through this conversation, be our conversation, and allow us to have fun as well. Thank you for another blessed day. Thank you for bringing us together again. And Father God, Son, Holy Spirit, amen.
Amen. I mean, I'm lit just being who I am and being who I be. I mean, ain't nobody else can do me like me. I mean, I'm lit, like too lit. Like, they should make another me. Like, you can do you while I do me, because I'm lit. Like, L.Y.T. and I'm lit. Like, come on, man. I do what I do. I make moves. I step when I choose. I break rules, but, you know, take it nice and slow. But I am who I am and never will change that. I'm lit like L.Y.T.
What up, people? This is Leah Truth, Speedy Pooh, here with my ladies, co-starring, co-hosting. However you want to put it, we all do this shit together. It's 3 minds for one voice, should I say, with 3 different perspectives. To my left, we got L.Y.T. To my right, we got Big L. And right here,
Blood Kush.
there you go. So, we wanted to talk about some of the crazy things going on. I'm gonna say in Philadelphia, just keep it in our city right now. You know, where a lot of these murders daily. We almost averaging like almost 3 to 4 murders. You know, and how it happens out here. Let me just take a step back, and how it happens in other cities. You wonder, like, sometimes, what more can happen in Philly, if that makes sense. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, if what was happening in these other countries, other cities, happened over here, like, you know what I mean? It's not a game, and I think people over here in Philly think it's just a game, but it really just be like that. And I think that, what was it, one in, was it Texas, with the supermarket? The guy that went in there, like, it was a video game, recorded it.
Oh, yeah.
Seen one of his people, I'm sorry, and then wrote out. Like, straight Call of Duty, like, it really was. I don't know if y'all seen the video, but it was crazy, though.
Actually, I heard that shit. But it was...
I'm not shaking. It's just, it's crazy.
I think the question is, what's the root cause of these back-to-back mass shootings going on between schools, public? You had the guy that got shot from getting a milkshake at Chick-fil-A because he messed it up. It's getting worse by the day. So the root cause is, how do you stop it? Can you stop it? Like, what are the steps to take to address the problem? Are there any solutions?
Oh, it's a bunch of them. They want to use them now. It's a bunch of solutions. And I think what made me realize that is COVID. COVID and bags. They want to stop you people using bags. Stop using bags. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, and you got to bring your own shit to the store. Like, you can make people do what you want. America, they can. Every country can. It's just the fact that America is like land of the free, so they want this shit to happen.
Yeah, but guns is money.
That's it.
But see, everything is money.
That's a touchdown for you.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But everything with America is about money. Everything. So it's just like, you know, when you look at it like that.
But there's no way you should be able to walk in certain gun stores and be able to, you know, purchase certain, you know, guns. Like, you know, AKs.
The guy said that in Pennsylvania.
It's like, no way, though. It's like certain guns should just be illegal to be sold. Like, I understand.
Well, why the guy say in Pennsylvania it's easier to get a gun faster than your driver's license.
Mhm.
That's backwards.
That's the,
I mean, so you better off just putting karate and boxing in schools, teaching kids from the door how to defend themselves, and just take the guns away. We don't make the guns. We don't distribute the guns. We don't do nothing. We don't make the rules on the guns. They just allow us to have the guns.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like certain shit shouldn't be allowed to be sold. Like I get the, having the right to protect yourself and your family and so forth. So if you want to buy certain, pistols, it's cool. But like, it's like, why are you?
You're not
Why is it okay
military.
why is it okay that you can walk inside the store?
Right.
As an 18-year-old too, in fact.
We don't
You know what I'm
have.
saying? And it's like the background checks are so like relaxed too. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I don't. It's like they want us to.
My cousin said he think that they trying to make it seem like it's a problem going on with the guns and or all the shootings, whereas though now people need to protect themselves at all times, so where they can just not have a gun rule, like how Florida just bear arms, you don't have to have a license, like to whereas though maybe nobody has to have a license. And I feel like right now they've been saying the world been overpopulated for a long time,
It's another epidemic.
I just feel like this is how they want it to be, if that makes sense. Because at the end of the day, if you live in a neighborhood where it's not too much shooting, and then 4 blocks down, maybe people get a little robbed, how is that so? Y'all got less cops in y'all neighborhood too. How is that so? That everything's over here is peachy. Like, this is how you want it to be. The same way when you saying you think about it like high school. What's the difference between Roman Catholic and Gratz? Or what's the difference between Central and Gratz? And why? What are the teachers more smarter or something? Like, I can understand AP classes, but AP classes can be in any school. So if you got excellent students, yeah, give them the AP classes, but what's the difference between this education? And why? But this sports over here busting y'all ass though. Why? Like, I'm just trying to figure it out to the point where it's made to be that way. I really feel like it's made to be that way. And it's just the fact of the matter, if you woke enough to try to see it and keep doing, what's that, IMG? And they go like, what, 40, 50,000 a year? For what? IMG. Down in Florida. At high school. Supposed to be one of the top high schools in the country. We went down there for the USA trials. Shoot, I thought you was on campus, college. Like, not on, like D1. Like, maybe when Richie Rich go to school, like that type of situation. And you trying to figure out what's the difference between education and this one? And why is it a difference? If education, y'all say you're not educated, you will make dumbass decisions in life. And you know what I mean? But if you actually learn, not to say, what they say, your brain don't get really, emotional intelligence and all that shit till like 26, 27, maybe 30 for some people. But it's like, if you teach this shit, maybe they will have it. Like, it doesn't make sense. A business class shouldn't have to wait until you get to college.
Even after college.
Right? Like, why does that wait till then where you got kids that have businesses at 5, 6, 7, 8? Like, you see kids acting at young ages, so why the fuck can't you teach them something on life skills? It's set to be that way. I want to meet somebody who went to these schools.
Credit, teach business in high school or before that.
I want to know some of these people that went to the schools and what they learned. I really do. Like, what's Jay-Z daughter learning? Is there a difference?
I think there is. Because I feel like the more,
But they wind up going to the same colleges people go to. There ain't no special college for these motherfuckers though. That's the only thing. But look how much you gotta pay. But I don't know. I think it's just all on who searched for the information and realized that your teacher is the person reading something else out of the book for you too.
I know my grandma mentioned yesterday, she was like, back in her era to now, it's like generations, you get wiser, but you get weaker. So it's like, example, like penmanship. Because now you got all these tablets in the school, it's all technology, but penmanship. As simple as that, you can't even do that. Or you're dependent on technology. If you take a phone from a kid and give them a notebook and say, give me like a couple of definitions, they'll get mad. because they want that tablet, they want that phone.
Simple
They want to do,
multiplication too.
huh?
Multiplication as well. I remember like back in my day, writing it out on paper.
Index cards?
Yeah.
Oh, that's only cheap.
In the back of the composite notebook and stuff, we had the timetable like get to write that up.
Go back.
But now it's just like you got your phones, like boom, 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 you good.
It's like, so basically what it seemed like is you got people that was born in our era, right? That some of them just really just went with the flow, how everything going down. And you'll look at a person that's born in your era and you be like, damn, it's cool, but damn, you're not from that era. Why are you like so into this new shit, right? And then you will be around older people, your moms and everybody else, and they so frustrated with the shit, right? So imagine putting a person younger than you and then putting the old head in the room, and for an hour, they gotta do each other's shit. Do you know how frustrated both of them will be? For the kid to take the person into daytime and that old head take that kid back into the bed. What? They will be so fucking frustrated with each other. And only us can see both sides. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? And that's the crazy part. That's the real crazy part about it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a lot of old heads ain't really get with the technology unless they had to do it at work. They didn't really give a fuck about that shit. You know what I mean? And it's just,
But it's gonna be come a time where our generation is considered the old heads.
Exactly.
That's dying out. It's gonna be
But
the
how
same way.
advanced will technology be? You be like, all right.
Right? We gonna be the our grandkids like, you know what? Get on my face.
I'm already like that with the music. I'm already like that with
Even
the
now,
music.
like my grandma wants a month to do her bills. She got like a filing cabinet. She got files. She write checks out. She got stamps. She got envelopes.
Damn.
So
Like they're taking the mailboxes away. They're taking
you
everything.
type and it's printing out,
Right.
so she know what money orders to get and everything. Go to the bank. They be like money orders. Young girl, she didn't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
So you got this old school technique that will never go away, like that'll never die. But that's a foundational thing to go back to if you take technology away.
Mhm.
Now, if you take it away, can a kid write a check these days? When I went to Acme and asked for a money order, the lady said, I don't know what that is. That's a problem.
Yeah. But then we wonder, like, is it a problem or is it a situation where as though, like, it's the same shit? When we were younger, and they were trying to tell us some shit, and
we wasn't listening.
and we wasn't listening.
That's
You feel what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
And it was like, that was old, you didn't get it. But the crazy part to me is that the parents are different. So, for example, our parents listen to old oldies and shit. They want a little two-step shit like that. They, you know, do the electric slide shit. You feel what I'm saying? Now, these parents like Drake and the kids like Drake. And it's, all right, it's, Drake is hot. But I don't know, we supposed to know that they know, like they're not supposed to know. I don't know. But the kids still think the parents are corny today. Like, they think their moms and shit is corny. And I'll be sitting here like, you ain't seen my mom. It's like, it's so weird. So it's just like, well, damn, if I'm corny and you know whatever wild shit you did, you be like, well, what the fuck is you doing? Like, or what you want to fucking be doing? Like, cause it's just kind of weird. Like, when you just think about what the fuck you, that's why parents fear shit. But they don't.
Right.
Like, it's kind of weird. It's like, back in the day, in slave movies or whatever like that, if it was a hunt out for a certain black guy, all the moms made all their sons stay in the house, and they didn't go the fuck outside because you knew he was gonna get killed, right?
Right.
Shit, black kids dying every day, mom. Where's your son at? Girl, he went down there. The fuck, bitch? Keep your fucking son in the house. Girl, I can't tell the nigga, when they kick the nigga the fuck out then, I don't understand how you can do that to yourself.
Right.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, he be 15, 16. Mom, I'll be back. Shit. I don't know. I guess Biggie Smalls' Notorious B.I.G. movie didn't do nothing for them. Like, mom kicked him the fuck out, didn't give a fuck. Bye. Next thing you know, he locked the fuck up. But I just don't see. But you know what? Listen, please. Charge it to the realistic part, not my heart. No offense to nobody. But do y'all ever realize something now? They make too many fish fries and trying to get money to bury this person and we need help. You know how people used to be out all the time.
Right.
Maybe insurance policies started to kick in. No real shit. And motherfuckers just now don't give a fuck about what the fuck their kid go do. On some real shit, because I just thought about, I ain't seen a motherfucker ask for no money to bury nobody in almost like 4 years. I ain't seen it. That shit crazy.
Let's take it back to when the pandemic first started. When the kids had to leave school at home, how the parents, how they felt at the time. Like now you gotta monitor your kids, because sometimes I feel like some parents look at school as a daycare. They need a break, I get it too. But now it's like you gotta pay attention to the kid at home, making sure they do their work, making sure they on point with it. But now the kid has to be an adult at home. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Because I've been around people, one of my jobs, I can't say which one, but it's like you just depend on the kid to do everything. Be an adult at age 13, 12 years old.
I mean, shit, we came from that though, but it was just in a different way. But we came from that, but the maturity of it was different.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like now, it's actually cool because they don't have no fucking skills. Like, they don't be knowing how to do shit. So it's like at the end of the day, it's okay. I'm in the house now. You're not a latchkey kid. I'm in that fucking house, but you can go ahead and do that. But it's like, I mean, it's levels to it. But a teenager, shit, you have, but you go up to have a kid, you gotta start with shit. I don't know. I feel like once puberty hit, start talking to your kids the realest way you can, because it could get real. Just that fast.
Real quick.
Not real quick. One time is all it take. So all it takes is one time, and y'all whole fucking life can change. Y'all whole life can change. So I just look at it as though when they know better, you gotta do better. But I feel like at the end of the day, we gotta understand that. I don't know. It's like as a culture, we try to act so tough, but as a culture on violence, we so dumb. Like when it comes to violence, we're just so dumb. Like, so dumb.
What you mean?
And other people's opinions matter. Oh, don't let nobody play you. Play you in public. No. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's so, like that's the worst thing in the world. Like, you know what I mean? Like, now every time you walk down here, everybody gonna clown you or something like they just so quick to just kill as though like this shit is just, I don't know. It's kind of weird though, because it's just like, it's just no love for fucking humans. I ain't even gonna say your own culture, just fucking humans. Like, they don't give a fuck. They don't.
Yeah, that's crazy too. Like,
But the rappers and shit is getting killed.
Yeah,
Like, there's a lot of people.
It is, you know, another one take another one. Well, however it is, however the situation plays out, it's
Back
like
then too, but you also
eye for an eye
parents
mentality type of thing. It's like everybody gonna be blind at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? At some point, it takes somebody to be the bigger person and say, you know what, this ain't working.
But look how old they are. Their brains ain't even. Remember when, when we used to work at, motherfucker didn't even know where the East Coast was at. I said, damn, youngin, you are sitting on it. And he said, oh, I didn't know. I said, it's a damn shame. So then when you just think about the level of education and shit motherfuckers don't know.
Oh, when they thought Germantown was Germany.
Like, this shit be crazy.
Like, people love that?
But guys, sometimes some dumbass kids.
Yo, that's not funny, bro.
These kids out here, but they know more about everything else though. They can tell you how many grams is in the fucking pound. I mean, I'm telling you, they can break it down to you. Blah, blah, blah.
They street smart. To the bone.
But you ain't street smart, keep them cool. That's what I've been trying to figure the fuck out. Like, what is it? You just trying to think.
To an extent.
You think it's a monopoly? You gonna keep going back to jail, stay there for a minute, you roll doubles, get out, come back. Like, what do you really think it is?
But it's levels to it, though. It's to an extent, though. You know?
But the rehab ain't rehab.
That part. Rehab is misrehab. It's miseducated.
What?
Yo.
Shit.
Like what I said earlier. It's all money.
It's all about
It's
money, and it's a
money,
system, and it's a project. That's why they say projects, and I ain't named it this shit. Put all these motherfuckers in here, and let's watch this project. And it's a fucking project.
If I ask you how many detention centers are in the area, how many jails, but how many youth centers?
Piled and closed. I asked that lady this shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's unbalanced.
But it's been that way.
At my point, it's been that way.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, the system has been against people of color. You You know what I'm saying? It's been against us. You know, so it's been built to entrap us, break us down, make us feel like we don't have any other options, we don't have any other opportunities, any place else to go. To the point where we start finding each other. That's why you have a liquor store and they're in the hood. Like you can find a poppy store on every corner. You can't find that stuff in the white neighborhood.
But you think about it, we probably was the only culture that always thought, we was the only culture that like knowingly knew we couldn't do something or we couldn't be somewhere. You feel what I'm saying? That you couldn't. You know what I'm saying? Asians, you know what I'm talking about? Like, no blacks allowed in here. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, we couldn't get credit. Like, it was a bunch of shit we couldn't get along. Everybody else was in their fucking country getting whatever their country gave them. You feel what I'm saying? Then when they came over here, they got visas. And they got, you know what I'm saying? So, they got something from America. The motherfuckers who here, we ain't get shit. Nothing. So, at the same time, it's like, shit. All they do is tell them, just don't fuck with us. And what they tell us, they don't fuck with y'all. And so we already just believe in the shit from the door. Ain't nobody told you that. They like actually tell you that. Like, have you ever read that anywhere? Where the people from other countries don't fuck with you and you don't fuck with them. Like they say don't fuck with the Jamaicans and the Africans, they don't fuck with you. And then they told, when they come over here, they gotta not fuck with us. Because if they do, they get sent back. Because of they're educated. You feel what I'm saying? They're gonna teach us shit. People in America, it ain't about, I don't even think it's about race. You just American-fied. That's just how it is. We celebrate Christmas when they say Christmas. We do everything they say do. Chinese come over here, fucking do everything they want to do over here and celebrate their New Year when the fuck their New Year is. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, why is it two different New Years in one fucking year? Like, America just make up so much shit, and I feel like it's a distraction. I really feel like it's a distraction.
But you know the thing about the history too, like America was a land that was stolen. So everybody kind of like migrated here, so there's no real culture or tradition. We didn't even saying so because I'm, from the Bahamas, y'all don't really have it. You know what I'm saying?
So when people come over here, they don't want us to teach. They don't want, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Like we know it. Everything is made up as Americans. They ain't gotta do no race. If you was born in this motherfucker, you follow these fucking rules. You really do. And the way they make you feel like, and this and that, and then that's why people start waking up, and then you be like, ain't no Santa Claus. People start, you know what I'm saying, start saying shit like that, because this is their fucking rules. And then somebody else came from where their culture was from and taught us some different shit. And then I was like, they don't like that shit. But that's why they don't want to, look, we give you this, you come over here, you mind your fucking business. You got good credit paying, you can have what the fuck you want to have. This shit over here is crazy, yo.
That's like all these national days coming every year.
What the fuck is that? What? Listen, and that's the shit.
Every year,
then that's the shit. No, now that's the shit where we sound like some fucking old heads. See, we sound like our moms now. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like, what the fuck is this shit? That's some bullshit.
I've been seeing like national what day.
That's why I make up my own. Make up your own. That's what everything's about. It's just making up shit.
At a public announcement, like it was national.
I'm saying like that's it's my it's 27, 28 national days of my extra. So I had National Daughter Day and my birthday. That you like, fuck, like that shit is crazy. It's crazy.
It's crazy. I'm like, who came up with this? Like I said, they doing too much. It's too much on my time.
I mean, I just feel like America is about choice, choice, and it's crazy that they try to do all this anti-bullying and bullying is bad for kids, and then America is the biggest bully ever. Like they're the biggest bullies ever, like ever. And we are just, people are just so brainwashed. Oh my God, you worked there for 15 years, girl. Why'd you leave 10 more years? You could have had a full pension. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like people are just still trained that way back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, once you've been here, you like stop jumping job to job, you ain't gonna never have none. And these old heads still working in fucking Walmart, still working in Target. You know what I'm saying? The same motherfuckers they telling you ain't gonna have nothing. Well shit, you don't got nothing either. Like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got nothing either. So I mean I'm gonna just go ahead and take my chances, motherfucker. Like, I don't know what you want me to say. Live your life. People really live the life as how America say it's supposed to be. So you're gonna stay here and live safe and stay at your job all your life. Now when you finally retire your job, you're gonna go ahead and travel now. and you die. But because you ain't never want to take off and you want to get all your vacation paid and shit when you retired, you die before you take a vacation. You just sitting here like, man, listen. I had to think about that. I ain't gonna lie to me think about that. I swear to God. I don't mean to swear, but I always wanted the red and black patent leather J's, right? Never could fear to get them. Everybody just do all that crazy shit. Finally got them. Didn't wear them. Like a whole year didn't wear them. And I thought about it. I said, damn, if something happened to me, I ain't never wear these motherfuckers. Like, damn, real shit. Like, I barely wear them like that. Like, I didn't never wear these bitches. Why do you buy shit and not use it? Then I just started doing that with everything. People was like, oh, I don't want to put all the miles in my car. I ain't going. So why would you buy it? Not to drive it. Like, I can understand if you leasing it, but it's a car. We get too stuck on this material shit. You know what I'm saying?
But what do you think is driven by?
Social media.
Social media. More now.
Yeah.
It's so heavy, especially with the younger generation too.
Like the
suicide
suicide
rate,
rate.
when you get it, it's like you get mad if you don't get it.
But you can think about the suicide rate is increased. You know,
I figure it would.
You know what I'm saying? Just because it is a
I assume it would. Back when COVID started
social
happening,
media.
when
Like,
in school, the girl, the 13-year-old, she when they took the kids out of school, and I think her mom found her and she had killed herself because she wasn't around like her friends or whatever like that. She was just in the house, real crazy.
Well, that's because you know why? We still in that era where parents our age or younger are in the new era still. You feel what I'm saying? Because maybe that old era, you know how people be like, well, I'm gonna just make sure, you know, whatever you didn't like as a child, you know what I mean, you try not to do that, to do it with your kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So even if he was like, you always wanted your space, you may think your kid want their space. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you give your kid too much choice and, you know what I'm saying, all this extra shit, But it's like, what are you building? But it's cool you give your kid all that choice, but you just like this too. So it's like, you can't be mad at, you really be yelling at your kid about the same shit you do. You want them to kind of do what you do, just like your little mini-me. So like, they are gonna do what you do.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? So.
but my thing is like, where did it change though? Because if I think about my upbringing, I think about your upbringing, you know what I'm saying? Especially like being from the Caribbean, where it's like, it's not custom in my culture to talk.
Maybe drugs too.
You
And
know,
I ain't gonna say drugs.
yeah,
Drugs
custom,
may not.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's not custom in our culture to slam doors. It's not custom in our culture to, you know, back talk or do anything like that to an elder, especially. You know what I'm saying? Especially somebody in your family. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if it didn't break, don't fix it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
It's like a foundation
it's a foundation that you have to, you know what I'm saying? If it didn't break, don't fix it. So it's like, if it worked for my mom's mom, my mom's mom, and it's tradition, it's foundation. It's instilled in you. So it's like, at what point is that disconnect? Because it's like, I know when I have kids how I want to raise my children. And it's like I said, it all starts at home. So where's that disconnect?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that too, because
like when we start saying yes mom, no mom, when it start being cool to curse in front of elders, when it start being cool to back talk and act like use woman, use man in front of your elders and things. I really trying to figure it out when that shit start. When it become okay. Because I can't stand shit like that. I can't tolerate disrespect. And I don't care that this whole thing is like you gotta give respect and give respect. And I get that with people in your age group, in your peer group.
Yeah.
But when it comes to 70, 80, they've been here longer, bro.
Yeah.
You already got my respect. It's already a yes mom. It's already a no so. Automatically. It ain't no, oh you got I don't give a fuck how disrespectful they get to me. It's still a yes mom. It's still a no so. I still gotta hold my tongue. We're not stopped.
I don't know. The parents got scared. I don't fucking know. All I know it's not even like it's a parent or a type of parent. All of these fucking kids are out of control. Even the ones that be home and they act cool at home, when they get to school, like these kids are crazy. These kids are, I mean, I done seen kids 6, 7, 8 years old. Fuck that bitch. Fuck her. Fuck it. It was like right there on the I was like going to the Chinese store. and they arguing across the street. But like, this kid's like, what
The
the fuck?
kids only mimic
Outside league.
what they see in a home.
Outside rarely.
You see what I'm saying? They only mimic what they see.
Because they sponges.
That's it.
And then to be honest with you, if they come home acting a different way they ain't you got them somewhere where they ain't supposed to be. You feel what I'm saying? Because a kid, especially in the beginning, it's like almost like they can't hide it. It slips out. Like it ain't about cursing or nothing, just something new, a new behavior.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where you learn that from? Or like they want a new food, you be like, where you eat that from? Like I ain't never give you that. So you know the shit, but they still growing. But I feel like I don't think religion is really too much with kids anymore. Like whatever religion that you follow, I don't think that's there. And it's kind of sad, but I feel like only religion that you kind of do see is Muslim inside of a kid. You know what I'm saying? In Philadelphia, at least, you know that there's a religion going on. You know what I mean? Because there's Muslims that don't be garbed up in this and that. But the ones that you do, you know there's a religion going on with that kid. Compared to a lot of these kids don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? They don't know nothing. And it's just like, you know, it's sad, but you know, they moms been the ones that was in car accidents or did something wrong, had a bad ass pain down. She fucked up on perks. You feel what I'm saying? Like, she ain't fucked up on perks because she wanted to be fucked up on perks. But shit, this pain that she had, this shit make her feel good. And y'all getting on her fucking nerves and y'all loud any fucking way. Go the fuck outside. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, to be honest with you, I think that naturally, that culture, that how we was back in the day as slaves, and the moms couldn't get too attached to their kid because they would get taken away and shit. So she just got used to it, so she just stopped getting attached to the kids. I think it's like reversing again, because it's like, you really be like, the way they even talk to their parents.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? You just be like, ooh, you start feeling like Luke Kane and shit inside, like, oh my God, what the fuck? But they really, yo,
It's crazy. Like,
they really just, they piece of work.
I remember when it's like you used to see another kid get disciplined out in public, and yeah, my mom looked at me like, yeah, that gun.
My mom
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Don't act up. You know what I'm saying?
Even in the store one time, there was this kid just like loud, acting crazy. My mom like, like she just walked past, like she can't help but to say something, like, like no. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, what you doing? It's like, oh, put that back.
I'm talking about as young as 2. Like,
But they think it's cute though.
they be
And they
posting the
publicize
videos or posting the
And they
videos and
publicize
kids
on social media.
dancing.
They think it's cute though. That's bring it back.
But
to my
see,
point.
yeah, but the mom be doing it. So the mom
I
be doing it. If the mom be doing it, and it's just like, why can't the kid do it?
But they had like a little kid, like 3-4 years old, cussing, and then they put it on social media, publicizing it. Comments, all
What's
that.
that little boy? He be having cracking up the, but I'm grown. I'm not daddy. I remember the little boy back in the back. You remember his little boy? He had his pants on with no shirt, his box was hanging off. I'm not daddy. I'm grown. I'm just sitting here like, and they just didn't watch him do shit. It was funny, but it was like at his age, he really feel that way. Like he not sitting here saying that. Y'all know he ain't grown, but that don't mean he don't think that. Don't let him see a gun in the crib.
He gonna think he
I'm my daddy. I got it. Oh shit, I ain't gotta eat this bitch. Like it's just because you really don't. You really don't until it's time to happen.
Like certain kids shit is cute, and certain kids shit is not like, not cute. You know what I'm saying? You gotta draw the line somewhere.
I mean, but people don't want their kids to look like kids. Y'all be seeing the kids that be fucking dressed up like they 17, 18, and they be like 4, 3, you know what I'm saying? You seen that one? And they got they fitted. You thought it was Beyonce son or something. You know, you seen it? They just, they decked out to where the kid actually looks older. Like, really looks older. Why? Why? There's so many creeps in this world. So many fucking creeps in this world, and that's what you want the world to see.
That's what you want to do. It's crazy. That's that behavior that has to get corrected early. Because if you don't correct it early, they're going to keep going.
So
Then when you try to correct it later,
like ain't no words.
it's not going to work.
Shit.
Spread the word, spoil the child. You know what I'm saying? That's the Bible. Yeah, it's the scripture. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't get that, if you don't nip it in the bud, and you see certain bad habits happening, you know what I'm saying, with a kid, it's gonna keep happening. You know what I'm saying? Like
You're just gonna get smarter
and more conniving. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you gotta.
Fuck that. You was a kid. You was a kid. So you already knew that even if it wasn't that way for you, you knew if you did go that way, what happened.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So knowing that, you're grateful for what you had, so why don't you get that back? Because if they don't have that, it's levels to authority. The first authority is you, the parent. Then it goes to the teacher. The teacher is like, discipline, kick them out, go to bad school. You can't deal with this authority. All right, bam, man, you out here, you in the real world now. The next authority is the cops. But mama can't save you on that one. And ain't nobody save you on that one. And then that's why they allow the trouble kids be the trouble kids. They probably put their ass all in one school so they can keep a record of them. So when they come across them again, they already know what's up. You never really fucking know. They gotta pay restitution and shit. That shit is crazy. That's crazy. That's so weird to me because it's just like, it's weird. It's like, you say you got freedom of speech. You got freedom of speech. You talk about Asians, you talk about blacks, you talk about trans or gay man, bitch, you might be in court. Like, you might be in court and it's like, why in this freedom of speech? I'm not understanding. And he probably could whoop my ass. So I'm just really trying to figure out, like, why the fuck is it that deep? Like, why is it that deep? I don't know.
And you really gotta think about it too when you have the comedians trying to figure out like what to say, how to say it.
It's bad.
It's bad when they gotta mince their words and it's like it's supposed to be comedy, bro.
It was like a Bernie Mac. You say whatever
Oh,
you
you say
want.
what?
Now these days.
That's why I said it's probably back to my
It's
thing.
like everybody's so sensitive. It's like, bro, we're at a comedy show. Everybody about to get talked about. Everybody getting talked about. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a joke is a joke.
They don't
You
give
know
a
what
fuck
I'm
about
saying?
talking about us.
Everybody's a target.
But I think it's the pink thing. They go back to the pink thing though. Like, you know.
Like,
Oh,
you know
no,
what I'm saying? You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like she's doing her own things. Like she not switching up. Like she being true to
Right.
herself.
Yeah.
Like this is me. Accept it or hate it. I'm
But
fuck
they
what
won't
you
let
do.
it. But they won't
You know
let.
what
You know
I'm
what I'm saying? But they won't let them hit the next. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird. Like they just want to let. Don't let.
But I do feel like
they
they
don't
underrate
let
her a lot though. But she's a dope ass rapper.
They
She's
just won't
very
let it go on
underrated.
TV. They won't let it go on TV. But there's a gay man in almost every movie. But they won't let us be on TV. They
I
just
know,
won't.
for real. Like as us too, they always try to feminize us. When I see stuff on TV, it's always the like the makeup and the little things. And it's like, what the fuck? And you get some stuff that are like that, but you really do have some truths that don't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I'm gonna see like that type of repetition, you know?
Consistent.
I'm sorry, not representation.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it though. Why I look at it every day, but it's just a fact of the matter. You wear this shit outside the house, it's no. How would they know? I didn't sit here and only play with boys and try to jump down. I was trying to jump down, like trying to do this shit and couldn't do none of the girl shit. I didn't think I was in the wrong body at that age. Come to find out, I was a tomboy. I was a rough girl. I realized that, but I didn't think that I was in the wrong body because I did everything the boys did.
No.
So I don't think as a kid that early you think something is wrong. I just think people showing too much TV. Your uncle coming around when you knew your uncle. Your uncle, you just knew your uncle was, and you old enough to. Uncle, you done turned into eye janky. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? You can do that? Like, it's amazing. For a kid. When you grown, it's real life feeling, but for a kid, maybe you don't like how you look like a girl, you think you ugly. You probably look better like a boy anyway. Like, it's not the same emotion behind it. We're gonna be here all day talking about this black culture and why black folks do this and that and that. There's a lot of shit that we just do and we don't even know why, but we're trying to figure this shit out.
Most definitely.
You know, we just gotta continue being an example, share love. Living your truth.
Trying to be true to ourselves.
Living your truth. What's the word? What's the
Go
word?
ahead, Doc. What's don't begin to use it in a sentence.
People in the bag.
For the people in the back.
So the word I have is elation, ELATION, and it's great happiness and exhilaration. And used in a sentence, our elation was increased at the sight of the conversation. Does that make sense?
What was that? Definition? Definition you said is happiness and great joy?
Happiness, great happiness and exhilaration, like much happiness.
Like dopamine.
Like what?
Dopamine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
elation.
Like you have much elation when you talk about this topic.
Natural.
Natural happiness, right?
Talking about bad shit. We gonna get it together though. We gonna get it together.
So, but
We gonna get it together.
till the next time, y'all be good to yourselves, but be true, be you, be true, and be lit. Until next time.
I mean, I'm lit, just being who I am and being who I be. I mean, ain't nobody else can do me like me. I mean,